All right, so let me point out a couple more trinkets in my office. First is this small picture here. I don't know how well you can see that or not, but that actually is a picture of lighting in the Netherlands. So we were really fortunate back in 1987 to spend a year in the Netherlands. And it was really a magical year. So I actually got to teach a course at the University of Leiden that year. So that's a picture of Leiden to remind me of sort of this magical year that we spent abroad. Also, this is why I have actually, which is now a very faded, one of Van Gogh's prints, and of course my tablet there of a Van Gogh painting. And so that's probably one of my favorite museums I've ever been to, is the Van Gogh Museum in Amsterdam. This is a picture of my grandmother, who's long gone, and this here is a copy of her teacher's certificate. So my grandmother was actually a teacher. So this is showing that she passed her first grade teaching certificate. Oh. And this is dated July 1st, 1918. So how cool is that? So my mother actually put that together for me a few years back and gave it to me as a gift. And it's one of the nicest gifts that I have. So it reminds me that I come from a generation of teachers. Think about this. This was this is a woman back in 1918. Women didn't go to college back in 1918. And there's my dear grandmother who went to college and who got her teacher's certificate in the state of Iowa. The reason I have sunflowers in my office is that they remind me of my niece. So my niece, Jenny, was actually killed in a car accident when she was 16 years old. And sunflowers, she always ate sunflower seeds. So as a result, sunflowers have become sort of the family's lasting symbol of Jenny. And so I keep it here in my office to remind me of Jenny. There's nothing like the exuberance and the thrill for life that a 16-year-old has, right? And so it reminds me of that. But it also, more importantly, is it reminds me, I have it here at work purposefully because it reminds me of what's most important in life. So we get so involved in our work, the things we're doing, and it becomes so important, we become so stressed. But then I try to look up at my sunflower, and I try to think about Jenny. And it reminds me that, this just really isn't that important. And what's really important is more our relationships with people, the impact that we have on people, how people remember us. So I keep that here as a reminder about Jenny.